Hey friends, Megan Elizabeth from ByMeganElizabeth.com here with another Make It in Moments video for you. Today I want to show you how to do something that so few people think about doing, and that's creating journal cards with an app called Phonto, where you can do journaling, you can do embellishments, you can do verses, all kinds of things just by printing out designs that you make as photos and adding them to your scrapbook albums. I was just tasked with creating for a friend a very large photo album documenting her career in track and field in high school, and I wanted to add a bunch of Bible verses. So I'm using the YouVersion Bible app, and I'm going through and searching out different verses that I know are important to her, like Jeremiah 29:11, and I'm even looking at like the different versions, which you can kind of compare versions of the Bible, translations of the Bible, and what you want to use. And then I'm using this app called Phonto, and I selected the color background that I want, and I'm just going in, pasting in the verse. I kind of take out the link to the YouVersion. I just delete that. And then I position and add the lines to the verse, kind of like break it out into the lines that I want. And I'm playing with different fonts. You can see there are so many different fonts in this app, and it is called Phonto, Phonto. It's free. I've had it forever, and you can do all different sizes, and it's just a quick, easy one for creating things like this. You can do them in squares or save them in a photo size or whatever. So that's what I'm doing with this. I'm just going through the YouVersion Bible on my phone and selecting the different verses and then choosing different color backgrounds, copying and pasting in the verses, removing the link, and then you can just see like I'm adding the lines. So I'm splitting it up so that the lines read as I want them to read just by pressing the return or enter button. And then the other thing I like to do is, because a lot of times the NIV version doesn't capitalize he or his when it's referring to God. So a lot of times I go in and change that to be capitalized. I don't know why NIV doesn't do that. It kind of annoys the heck out of me because I just feel like capitalizing that when it referring to God is kind of a big deal. So anyway, I still like the NIV version and the translation, but that's what you see me doing in some of these. So again, I'm just going through each one. You can really select different colors and all kinds of different things. And yes, you can create beautiful verse images within the YouVersion Bible app. So if I wanted to, I could create absolutely stunning photographic style images to also save and print out. But for this particular album, I really want it just solid, different blue colors so that I could easily place and fill in this photo album to really have it blend, to have it coordinate, and to be consistent. And you can even add drop shadows and different colors as well, and then just save it. So really easy, a lot of fun to play with. This is something that I do pretty often, and it's just a great way to add further embellishments without having to pull out the Cricut or go buy a bunch of stickers or try to figure it out. So you could do this with quotes, you can do it with Bible verses, you can do it with your own journaling. And then the printer that I use is it's an actual Canon 400, and it's a Picture Mate, and I absolutely love it. It really only prints like 4x6 photo size pictures. It has a specific cartridge for it, and I get them auto shipped, auto refilled, subscribe and save with Amazon, and it's literally one of my favorite things on the entire planet to do. Once I have them all saved, I have them printed out here. So you can see they just look absolutely stunning. They completely fill the page. The verses are there, and we're just going to start adding them to this album. Again, because I didn't do a lot of the journaling or storytelling within this, I am letting God's word kind of tell more of Katie's story here, and really wanted these verses to speak along with these photos. So what I did ahead of time is I created the entire album. I used papers and colors that really stood out well with the pictures themselves. I kept it pretty neutral. couple pages I did a little bit more embellishing than others, but I really wanted God's word to be a theme throughout her story because I know it's so important to her and her family as she's going to Liberty University this fall. Super, super proud of her. So I wanted to really highlight God's leading in her life and be able to tell that and to show that. So that's what I'm doing. Now that I have these all printed out, I am cutting the verses down a little bit. I'm making sure that the adhesive is not going directly on any of the photos. So they're going, sometimes I put it just on the page to begin with. And then I did have a couple other photos I wanted to add. So I'm just trimming them down and using my ATG to add those in. And like I said, I went through and kind of marked out, okay, I know I want a verse to go on this page or that page. So I really thought that through ahead of time as I was going through Phonto to create these individual pages. And like I said, I really wanted the blues to kind of stand out and coordinate as we walked through and went through. And then I took all of the newspaper clippings and articles of everything that kind of documented and told the story in so many words through the newspapers of her track and field career. So some of those pages, there were smaller articles or smaller clippings that didn't take up quite as much space on a 12 by 12 page. I sprayed these all with a acid-free spray to really preserve them. I made sure, again, it's acid-free, lignin-free, documenting the whole thing. And you can see there's just some pages that are really full and some that aren't as full as others. So I wanted to make sure that I was really highlighting well these different verses and even rearranging a few things if I needed to tell these stories and to do this. So I hope that this gave you some inspiration and ability to make things in moments today yourself. Hopefully it gives you some ideas on ways that you can really take your scrapbook pages and journaling and documenting to the next level in a way that I know just not a lot of people think about. We print out our photos, but why not print the journaling? Why not print the quotes? Why not print the verses that tell our story and mean the most to us? So I would love to invite you in to join us inside She Makes Club. We love to tell our stories together. It's a wonderful community where we really process the life we live, we enjoy the moments, and we make a future and a life that we love together. So come join us, check us out. I would love for you to be a part of it. If you would, leave a little comment, give a little like, give a subscribe, a share, get involved with more of these Make It in Moments videos and the Tell Your Story videos and so much more at bymeganelizabeth.com. And I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.